People tend to flock towards urban areas, so naturally urban areas get very populated. Over 3.5 billion people live in urban areas. That's roughly half of the world's population. Developing rural nations that are being rapidly urbanized are most affected by this. This growth is so dramatic that the United Nations estimate that by the year 2050, 6 billion people will live in cities. Amidst the current climate global warming crisis, what really needs to happen is for a new revolution to take place that will ultimately replace the Industrial Revolution from the early 1900s. We need a clean energy industrial revolution. Luckily, there are many ways to encourage this in an urbanized area. One way is to reutilize trash. Since proper garbage disposal and landfills are a huge issue in urban areas, having the solution that could produce a biogas for energy production is ideal. Anaerobic digestion is the process in which trash is taken and converted into a methane-rich biogas. The biogas can then help produce heat and electricity without using fossil fuels. Biogas plants are also growing at a steady rate of 20 to 30% each year. That is an example of a biogas plant. Solar power is a good alternative because it requires no water. The market is growing rapidly. PV, or photovoltaic power, grew 58% annually from 2006 to 2011. Concentrated solar power grew 37% annually within the same time frame. While solar panels may not be practical for every home in a densely populated area, they would find a good place on public buildings. A more innovative idea is eco-cities. Some examples include Masdar City in Abu Dhabi, Planted Valley in Portugal, and Tianjin Eco-City in Singapore. Planted Valley project has not yet started due to funding issues, but the other two cities place an emphasis on solar, wind, and other renewable sorts of energy. Tianjin Eco-City is a collaboration between China and Singapore, and it's one of the biggest eco-cities out there. While eco-cities are still a work in progress, but obviously the goal, the important part is that we can now place an emphasis on being sustainable now before it's too late. And what better time and place than to do it now and also to encourage others to do the same.